Hello there. Today's Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. Yesterday, Ryan and I did a couch concert, which it was the second week in a row that we had done this. And what we did was we sat on the couch, and Ryan had a guitar, and we had our moose friend that you've seen in prior lives sitting on the couch. He's out between us, and we just sat on the couch, and Ryan played the guitar and sang songs, and we streamed it live over Facebook and YouTube so that our friends and family from all over the place could see it. It was actually so much fun. It was really, really good to be able to get friends and family to tune in and watch us, and they were giving us requests. And in one case, a friend was typing lyrics to us, which didn't actually work out because the delay was such that we didn't get the lyrics until 30 seconds later or something like that. But it was still really fun. And the show itself, if watched by somebody who didn't care about us, I'm sure would be like, this is terrible. Because I think we maybe finished 2 songs in 2 hours. It was one of those oh, I've heard of that song. Yeah, that's a good song. I'm sure I can play that song. And then, and then we get maybe 3 words in or 4 lines if we were lucky, and then sort of improvise it because we knew the tune, but we didn't really know what we were singing. And then we just sort of sang the chorus, which was mostly improvised too. And so overall, not not the most cohesive show. But the great thing about doing that was that it didn't matter. It didn't matter because all of the people that were tuned in were people that already liked us, or at least I assume they already liked us. And so it doesn't matter that the show was not very good. It mattered that we were able to connect to the people that were watching us, and they would type in their comments and requests and that kind of thing. And I was sort of producing, and I'd be able to click them up on screen so that you could see the what we were talking about, the comment we were talking about, because we were on Facebook and we were on YouTube. So yeah, it was a really great way to just spend a couple hours hanging out, playing guitar. I mean, to be clear, Ryan played guitar and did most of the singing, and I just sort of clicked around and supported. I was support. But I think that's I just think that that's important to remember about kind of anything that we're doing, that it matters less about the quality of the show. And I'm not saying put out bad quality. That's not what I'm saying. But it matters more about the connection that you have with the people who are watching you. And I think that that's easy to forget when we're sitting here behind our webcams and we are talking to the webcam, basically. And it's easy to forget that we're actually talking to people. And so I think that that's actually true even when we're writing social media posts, or even sometimes when we're writing emails, that we forget that we're talking to a human on the other side of that. And I just think that's really important to keep in mind. I'd love to know what you guys are doing in your time, in your isolation time, because for us, I know I had a lot of lofty goals that have not really come to be. And I'm finding it difficult to even work a full day at this point. We're a month in now, and I started taking Saturdays off, which you guys have seen in the Saturdays at the window back there. That's the window that I'm sitting in front of. So I'm trying to take the Saturdays off, and I think it's important that we do that. And it's really the first time that I've consistently taken time off, or taken a full day off, since I started. So it's been about 1.5 years since I've really taken consistent days off. And so even that one day, it changes the rhythm of the week. And I know that it's a good thing, which is why I keep doing it. Well, I've done it 4 times. But I also think that it disrupts the rhythm that I have. And so it's really hard to get back to work on Sunday. And I know that that's common because I felt that way when I worked at the company, at the big company. That like, oh, Mondays, am I right? But like it disrupts my, like, I just find it hard to get back to work. And it makes me not want to take days off. But I'm also having a hard time working a full day because I don't know. So I'm trying to do things that I wouldn't normally do. And one of those was this couch concert thing that Ryan and I did together. Another thing that I'm doing, mostly because it's necessary, is I've suddenly become an amateur government policy journalist. I mean, I'm not writing to newspapers or anything like that, but I am reading, like, on Sunday morning, I read the legislation that the government had put out for the 75% wage subsidy on Saturday night. And I actually read the bill that they had put out, like the addition to the Income Tax Act, and took notes as to what was important and how it's structured so that I could then send it to my clients. And that has been my job for the last month or so, is just watching Trudeau's daily address and taking notes and trying to do the research that I need to do in order to send an email to my clients, like an update, a newsletter to my clients about what's important for them. So cutting out all the stuff that I know doesn't matter because I know my clients, and just giving them exactly what they need. And that has been a very difficult and interesting job, because it's certainly not something, and especially in this neighborhood environment, it's really tough because everything changes so often. So, the first one, because there was so much to say about, the curb and all the things that they announced right in the beginning. I created a video to be like, here's what we know. And it's so interesting to me that 4 weeks later and 6 emails, that first email is almost completely irrelevant at this point. It was what we knew and it was all true when I sent it, but that now, because they've made so many changes and things are moving so quickly, it's not relevant anymore. And so that has been really challenging for me to not only keep up on that stuff, but also to be able to research it and send it to my clients so that they know what's going on, and we can start to have a dialogue as to what the best options for them and how they need to go about their business. So amateur government policy journalist has also been a thing that I've been doing sort of not voluntarily. No, it's voluntarily. Nobody's telling me I have to do this, but anyways. So I would love to know what you're doing. What are the new things that you're doing? It doesn't have to be something productive. It doesn't have to be I'm not saying, oh, you should be doing blank. I'm just wondering what you're doing, whatever it is. Are you watching more TV? I'm definitely watching more TV. Are you working out or not working out and you used to? How has your life changed besides the, can't leave the house sort of thing? But I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. How has your life changed? What activities have changed for you because of this isolation and lockdown? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're hanging in there, staying safe and sane and as healthy as possible. I'll see you tomorrow.